Hi viewers, I hope all are safe and fine. Every year World Health Organization celebrates World Health Day on April 7th. So this year also World Health Organization is going to celebrate World Health Day on April 7th, 2021. So every year the World Health Organization will come with a new theme. So the theme for this year, April 7th, 2021 World Health Day is Building a Fairer and Healthier World. So the theme is saying to build a fairer and healthier world. In the theme itself it is there. If you want to see a good changes or good possibilities in the health, as we all are the healthcare professionals, should be help to build a fairer and healthier world. So to build a fairer and healthier world, there is a great challenge. Now there is a great challenge for all the healthcare professionals, that is COVID-19. So today we are going to see about COVID-19, and to build this a fairer and healthier world, we should follow some precautions to control and prevent the coronavirus 19. So COVID-19. So what is this COVID-19? As you all know, COVID-19 is an acronym that stands for novel coronavirus. This virus was discovered by World Health Organization in year 2020 on February 11th. So the name of this virus is novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2. So coronavirus or COVID disease is a symptomatic and acute disease characterized by fever, shortness of breath, sore throat, and some patients may exhibit chills and body pains, nasal congestion, and shortness of breath also. So these are some of the important signs and symptoms of coronavirus. Even some patient may exhibit diarrhea also. So these are some characteristic features of coronavirus. And now if you see the incubation period of the coronavirus is 14 days. What is the meaning of incubation period? Incubation period is a term that denotes the entry of disease causing organism into the body and the exhibition of first and sign and symptom by an individual or a human being is called incubation period. So this incubation period for this COVID-19 is 14 days. And now if you see the mode of transmission, the mode of transmission of coronavirus is through purely by droplet and airborne. First they have told that this coronavirus is transmitted only through droplet infection, but nowadays they are telling this coronavirus may be transmitted with the other channel of infection, that is airborne also. So this droplet and airborne infection is transmitted in two ways, that is direct contact and indirect contact. Direct contact. So if the person who is having coronavirus may sneeze, cough, so at that time the droplet may fall on the healthy person. So he also get the infection. So this is called droplet transmission. And indirect transmission means if a person who is having corona, means suspected or diagnosed with COVID-19 positive, if he uses any instruments like mobile phone, keyboard and table and surfaces that which is used by this corona patient, if the healthy person and may get the contact with these articles or these instruments, may chance to get the COVID-19. So these are the two types of transmission that takes place through or in the COVID-19. So as we all are the healthcare professionals, I told you before itself, the theme for World Health Day is building a fairer and healthier world. So to build a fairer and healthier world, as we all are the healthcare professionals, we have to know some control and preventable measures to stop the transmission of this COVID-19 infection. So what are the control measures? Control measures is done by three methods. The first one is control of source of infection. How the control of source of infection is done is through testing. So if a person is having any symptomatic or is any contact to the person who is suspected or who is having COVID positive result, so that person has to be tested and should be isolated for 14 days. And if the person, any person who is in contact with the COVID positive patient has to be quarantined for 14 days. So this is the control of the source of infection. And second one is break the chain of transmission. So break the chain of transmission is done by three methods, that is hand hygiene, respiratory hygiene, infection control and protocol measures. The first one is hand hygiene. What is hand hygiene? You know very well about this hand hygiene. That is, frequently after doing any work or touching the any surfaces, frequently you have to sanitize your hands with the sanitizers which is available in the market. And next one is doing hand washing, which is given by World Health Organization. There are 7 steps of hand washing techniques. So you have to follow that hand washing techniques frequently to break or to control the transmission of infection. And you have to avoid touching your face, like important parts like nose, mouth and eyes. Why? Because if you are touching any patient or any contact or any surface, you have to control your hands. Self control should be there to avoid the touching. And next one is respiratory hygiene. So nowadays government is forcing all the individuals, those who are, should maintain respiratory hygiene, nothing but maintaining social distance and in the same way use of mask. So this is the only 2 methods how to maintain the respiratory hygiene. And next one, infection control and protocols. What is the infection control and protocol measures? Nowadays if you see, in every organization, whether it may be schools, colleges and medical colleges or nursing colleges or in paramedical colleges, everyone is spraying the hypochlorite solution to make or to kill the coronavirus which is present on the surfaces and or on the benches which the students are using and tables. So this is the protocol measures, means spraying the chemical, that is hypochlorite solution, to control the source of infection. And next one is, last but not least, reduce susceptibility to infection. So what are the measures to be done to reduce the susceptibility of infection? That we have to maintain the protocols that which is given by the government, that is thermal screening of the individuals, and if anyone is suspected with COVID-19 symptoms, immediately we have to follow up to the referral centers for the treatment. So these are the important 3 aspects that should be done in prevention of this coronavirus. And we all know that we have listened a good news from Government of India that coronavirus vaccine has been came. We are knowing that the vaccine names is Covaxin and Covishield, which are very important, and those are live attenuated vaccines which every individual of this or every citizen of the country has to be taken according to the guidelines of Government of India. So, and next last role of a nurse in prevention of and control of this coronavirus. So first one is, as a nurse we have to community base tracing the COVID-19 positive cases, and after finding the cases we have to refer for the healthcare facilities, and we have to arrange the healthcare facilities for treating the COVID-19 patients, providing all positive contacts, having the information of about all the positive contacts, and checking the follow-up and referred cases. So this is about coronavirus and what are the symptoms and how it is transmitted from one person to another person, and what are the preventive measures, and last, as a role of nurse, what we have to do to prevent or control the transmission of coronavirus. So as we all are the healthcare professionals, on this World Health Day, April 7th, 2021, World Health Organization came with a theme, building a fairer and healthier world. To build a fairer and a healthier world, as we all are the healthcare professionals, we should maintain all these preventive measures and control measures to maintain the theme or to support the theme of World Health Organization. So thank you, take care, be safe.